Hey, Sean at IQ Barbecue, and today we're making a Disneyland favorite. If you've ever been to Gideon's Bake Shop at Disneyland or at Disney World, it is an incredible place. They have these chocolate chip cookies. They're about a half a pound. They have over 100 chips in each cookie with some sea salt on the top. They're just incredible. We're gonna take it to that next notch though, right? We're gonna put them on the Weber smoke fire, get some smoke on them, and then finish them off with even more chocolate chips. Stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to start with our stand mixer here. In the stand mixer, we're going to go ahead and put 2 cubes of just room temperature butter. We're using unsalted butter because I am putting salt back into this recipe. Go ahead and put our attachment on. Lower that down, lock it in place, and we'll start creaming that butter. We're going to let this go for maybe about 45 seconds to a minute. Turn that off. Pull this up. Now, let's go ahead and add our sugar, brown sugar and white sugar. So first we'll put our brown sugar in, then our white sugar, and we'll go ahead and let this mix. And we want to let this go for about 60 seconds. We just want to make sure that we have some sugar-covered cheese crumbles with the butter, and that's perfect. And we will actually get this little piece of butter that's stuck on here off. We'll go for a few more seconds. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna add some vanilla. So I have 4 eggs here, but I only have 2 egg whites. So 4 yolks, 2 whites. And we'll add that in. And let's mix that. That's perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our flour. And what I have here is a 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and then a 1.5 cups of cake flour, and then a couple teaspoons of baking soda. We're going to add this in as well. We're going to add this slowly. We're not going to add all of it at once, just to let it mix up. Okay, a little more. Perfect. Now, we're going to add a 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. You can fold the chocolate chips in if you want, but I prefer to put them on low in the mixer, mix them up. It just does it more evenly. Perfect. That's it. Let's get it off the mixer. So now we're going to form the dough balls, put more chocolate chips in them, and put them on a cookie sheet. So we'll start with our dough here. Dough should be a little bit sticky, but not too sticky. And I'm going to make these pretty good sized. So see here, these are, maybe the size, twice the size of, let's say, of a golf ball. These are going to be about 6 to 7 ounces. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the dough ball and we're going to just roll them into a pan of chocolate chips. And you're going to roll them all around in the chocolate chips except on the bottom. Leave the bottom with no chips on. That's the bottom you're going to cook. You don't want that to burn because of the extra sugar, and they should look basically like this when they're done. Now you're going to do is push these chocolate chips in to the dough. Otherwise, they will tend to fall out. And when you're done, you're going to have something that looks just like that. Now we'll go ahead and repeat that step. And I should say, these chocolate chips are both milk chocolate chips and semi-sweet chocolate chips. Don't be skimpy with the chips. Load them up. The important part is you make sure that you get them all the way into the cookie. These are huge cookies. I mean, they are large. Think about it, they're almost a half a pound each. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish these. And then what I'm gonna do is put them in the freezer for about 90 minutes. You can put them in the refrigerator if you want for about 3 hours, but I find it in the freezer it's quicker, about 90 minutes. Then we'll go ahead and get them in the oven. But before we do that, we're gonna add even more chips. And listen, if you like this video so far, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you hit that post notification bell so you get notified whenever we put out a new video. Also remember, our merch is dropped, so any of the shirts you see that we wear, they're all available. The link's down below. as is the description and all the ingredients and all the measurements. Everything is in the description down below, like with every video. Okay, so it's been 90 minutes. Cookies are out of the freezer. Let's get them on the cooker. So I think I'm probably only going to be able to put like 3 of these on there because they're just so big. Separate them out a little bit. Now, I mentioned we're going to put a few more chips on it. What we're going to do is we're going to take some mini chocolate chips and just put them right on the top, just like that. On the top of each one, just about half a teaspoon is all. And there we go. If you were going to spill, not a big deal. Okay, let's get them on the cooker. Okay, so the cookies are in the smoke fire, set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to cook them for about 15 minutes. Probably going to need 20 minutes, but we're going to just check them after about 15. We want the outsides to be a little bit golden brown, and then the insides to be kind of a little lighter colored and a little chewy. So that's what we're looking for as far as texture. We'll check in 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. Cookies are done. Let's get them off the smoke fire. Okay, look at these. These are amazing. Look how huge those are. Big as my hand. All the chocolate chips, those mini chips we add on the top, just phenomenal. Now, one last step. A little bit of flaky sea salt. You want to add that on right when they come out of the oven, where they're still warm. And that's it. They are done. Now we're going to let these cool for probably about 10 minutes or so before we take them off the cast iron grate, and we'll taste them. Okay, these monsters are off the cooker. Let's go ahead and take a look at them and let's give them a taste. And look at the size. These things are huge. Perfectly golden brown on the outsides. All those chocolate chips light in the center. Perfect. And a little bit, again, that little bit of sea salt on the top just adds that little bit of saltiness to it with the sweetness. Is a perfect combination. So let's go ahead and take one and let's take a bite. Wow, look at all the chips and chocolate in there. That's crazy. Oh, crunchy on the outside, soft in the middle, a lot of chocolate. And that saltiness of the sea salt really, really helps. Adds that extra little bit of flavor, that sweet and salty combo. It's perfect in these cookies. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this recipe today. I enjoyed making it for you. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you get notified whenever we put out a new video, which is every Thursday. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Again, with IQ Barbecue, everyone can be a genius in the kitchen. I'm going to get back to some more of these cookies. Have a great day.